We've got 4 other races on the Friday. County Hurdle, Grand Annual, Martin Pipe and Foxhunters. And Keith, you said we haven't tipped English horses all night. I'm going to tip one that I think will win. And I think it's a horse that you should all back here tonight. I think it's a much bigger price than it will be on the day. It's in the Grand Annual and it's last year's winner, Le Parisienne, who somehow spectacularly, after winning the race last year by 4.5 lengths, he's only ran 3 times this season, twice over fences, and he's only £1 higher. I don't know how it's happened. I think he is the ideal type for the race again because he's used to it, and it's a race where performers, they come back every year and they run well in its second season. I thought he won the race impressively last year off 150. He's off 151 now. There's 20 to 1 available. He's 14 to 1 here with Bet Hard. I think he could potentially go off favourite. Forget his last run at Ascot. He hated the ground and didn't get into any sort of rhythm. So Le Parisienne, for me, in the Grand Annual.
Does us and them go for the Grand Annual?
Don't know.
He's very good form, like them behind the Reesburg and a few of them horses. Yeah. He could be well in. He goes a good gallop and he's a good jumper. You need to jump and gallop in that race.
Novices don't win it much though.
That's true.
Novices can struggle a little bit. Yeah.
I know Jennings. It's the last race of the week and all the boys.
It's not anymore.
Second last.
Second race. A lot has changed since you've been to Australia.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. It's the Martin Pipe is the last race. Any other Grand Annual fancies, Dean?
No, I put up What's Wrong With You a couple of weeks ago on the Racehour podcast because Nicky Henderson said he'd probably only have one run. And he got his win at the weekend now on Sunday. At the price now 9 to 1 is probably going to be that on the day. I don't think there's anything to shout about. And he often wants to win it, doesn't win it. I thought it was a lively chance of nothing else.
Diarmuid, Grand Annual.
I've seen one for Grand Annual. No.
Mikey.
I agree with you. I'd like the sound of that now.
Lovely. Yeah.
The right man owns it to win a Grand Annual too. Has to be plotted for it.
I think so. Yeah. Keith.
I go with us and them if he runs.
And Donn.
Hell's Kitchen if he runs there.
Yeah. Well, he's interesting now.
He's very interesting. He's just he's a bit of a nutcase, but if he learned to settle a wee bit more, and the Grand Annual, like the last time they rode him in the front.
You'll settle in that.
What?
You'll settle in that.
You'll settle in that, but he seemed to be happier when they let him roll out.
This will definitely be your last one, Mikey.
No, they're going a million miles an hour in this race, so there'll be no problem settling. He could be an interesting horse.
He's one of them horses, when you watch him sometimes, you think he could win a Queen Mother or win. He's
I
that
was
good.
thinking of him as a Queen Mother outsider. Yeah. He was 50 to 1, but he'd probably want a wee bit of cut in the ground over 2 miles. But as the lad said, on the last day, late in the last day, it's going to be easy ground.
Keith Donoghue, the Martin Pipe is a race that Gordon said he always wanted to win. He worked for Martin Pipe. He won it last year with Blow by Blow. He's got a plethora of horses in this year. Dallas the Picton is the short price favourite at the moment. He's 6 to 1 with Bet Hard. He's even shorter in certain places. He's likely to run a good few in this, isn't he? And is Dallas Picton by far the best of them?
I think he runs 3, I think.
Okay.
I don't understand what the other 2 are. But no, Dallas Picton, he's definitely the main one, I'd say. And he's an improving horse. It took him a couple of runs to win a maiden. He's done it well then. He won at the Dublin Racing Festival last time. He's definitely an improving horse. You do have to be a graded horse, though, to win this. And I'm just not sure, is he a graded horse? Definitely not over hurdles. He might be over fences in time, but you definitely have to be a graded horse to win this, I think.
I think at another preview night I was at, he put up as his charity bet Cartwright.
Is he going for that, is he?
Well, that's what he said. That was last week, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. He worked very well this morning.
Did he?
But he is a bit of a mongrel, but that race might suit him.
Yeah. He's been disappointing, but he has the potential.
He has potential, yeah.
Okay, so that's Cartwright. And
Donoghue rides Dallas the Picton too. He won it last year, so that'd be a big plus.
Okay, lovely. Donoghue rides Dallas the Picton, and it's a race where jockeys are key, isn't it?
That's it, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, is that right, Mikey?
That's what you won it, Mikey.
Yeah.
Mikey, tell us about that day on Don Poley. He ended up being a proper Grade 1 horse, but during the race didn't exactly go according to plan.
Not at all, no. And they fancied him out of the way that week. He was their handicap nap of the week, and all the lads had him backed and all. And Eddie went to say, pop him out handy there. And Willie said, no, wherever you can travel. But I was like, jumped out to get handy, and I was flat to the boards, couldn't go a yard, and I said, fuck this. This is me one chance to ride in the winner. It's gone. I was second last the whole way around. And I said, plan B because Gigginstown usually want them wide. I says, down the paint. I gave him a kick in the ribs, down the back, and it went through the eyes and needles on him. I was lucky now, there was one hurdle flat on the ground. Thank God it was, because I couldn't see it at all. And then he actually loved passing by, because it was 2-4 on good ground now, and he is a stayer, like, so. Got to the top of the hill, and still carnage. I was still 20 lengths behind, but they'd gone hard. And the one thing Willie said to me, just, when you need him, get him out. And I thank God that just light bulb moment went off my head. Usually it wouldn't happen. And so I pulled him out, and sure, the Willie Mullen, I knew then he just put his head down, and your man, I knew I was actually going to get there too soon. So I started flapping then on him at the back of the second last. And then I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get by this lad. So I gave him a proper few thumbs, wing the last, and I was lucky. He won by 4 lengths.
Round of applause. Yeah, Mikey. Clap, Mikey.
Yeah.
You told that story with such passion. It's a shame you're not
No,
still
no.
riding.
Those that know me know I milked that to the last. 3 days.
You're still talking about it.
Fuck me. Someday. Jesus Christ. It was a great day.
Do you fancy adding it this year?
No, I'd stick with what the lads said. The Gordon Willie, and a good young lad riding it. Donoghue is a very good jockey.
And lads, do you like getting the Martin Pipe?
No surprises. Dallas to pick tons to do for me. I don't know if there's any great value in 6-1, but I think it'd do for me.
I thought early doors is a big price.
Yeah, that has a chance now.
I thought early doors is a big price. 20-1. Like, he was third in this race last year. That race worked out quite well. He was sorry to Burley in fourth, who's obviously is the favourite for Thames. In second, you've Discorama, and I know Blow by Blow hasn't kicked on, but you know last season he is a good horse in his day. Like.
Very good horse.
Yeah. So you've got early doors there, and what is he? He's 3 pounds higher with his English mark than he was last year, and I think that's one of the stronger Martin Pipes will have, apart from obviously your year, Mikey. And it's.
Do you think it's a stronger year this year?
I think it's a stronger year last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't look. I'd be looking for I'd be looking for the Grade 1 chaser in that bunch.
Yeah. So like I think early
He
doors.
travelled like a dream in the race last year.
Early doors travelled like a dream. He was involved in all those Grade 1 novices as well, and I just think 20-1 is kind of like a horse that's been there and done it in this very race. I just think it's a big.
And you know what? I went up to get a pint at the break, and I was talking to Mary Ryan in the audience, and she's a very shrewd judge, and she fancied it as well. Early doors.
100%.
2 shrewd judges. Anything else for the Martin Pipe before we finish up? No. The Foxhunters lads stand up and fight 7-2. Uccello Conti 9-2. 6-1 Road to Rome. 6-1 Hazel Hill. Gil Gamboa. Hands up if somebody has a strong fancy.
So Gordon's going to win everything else. He'll win this too with Uccello Conti.
Go on. Tell us more.
That's all you need to know.
He'll win.
Yeah.
I heard he's fancied.
Yeah,
You heard he's fancy.
very good horse.
Barry
I
Neal
think
was keen on him. Yeah.
Barry
Barry Neal
Neal.
liked him. Yeah.
He rides.
Jamie Coddle rides him.
Jamie Hall rides him, but Barry rode him the last twice.
Yeah.
I'd say that the races just suit him a little bit better. You know, he's always placing 2 Paddy Powers, running in Grand Nationals, placing Tayestes, but just maybe going a gear slower just suits him that bit better, and he's going well.
The only thing, the stats are against him. The horses coming back from the track don't usually win it, so I wouldn't be going mad, because he might just think of old times, them grueling handicap chase, and just puke turning in as well.
They do remember them though.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely. Like that's why you'll get some of those good open horses, like that had enough of the handicap chases.
Cruise Linen, there's a prime example.
Yeah, and then they go back to see a few round bales around Tinnahealy's and these places, and they come alive. So it takes a fair horse. I haven't seen too many going back and winning a Foxhunters.
I think if anyone will, it'll be him. Uccello Conti.
That's fair enough, Keith. Very good. Anything else in the other races before we move on to the Gold Cup? Any shouts, Diarmuid?
Won the last is an absolute certainty in the county hurdle.
Whoa.
Huh?
For anybody that didn't hear that, Wonderleish is an absolute certainty in the county hurdle, says Keith Donoghue. Explain.
Who trains him?
Charles Burns.
So you think we might see the real Wonderleish in the county
You
hurdle?
might, yeah.
Okay. Anything else, lads?
Whiskey Sour, I thought. He's 6 now. He's only, 3 pounds higher than he was last year as well. That Mohead that won that race, like he's gone on to win another big handicap this season. He's 8 pounds higher. So again, that could have just been a smart renewal. The second horse, Rema, look, he's not.
And
much.
he looked like winning it too.
He looked like winning.
He made up a lot of ground in the short.
Yeah, he just didn't quite see it through. I'd say a small bit better ground, which probably won't get in the Friday, but he had to make up a lot of ground too between the second last and the last. I thought, and by the time he got to them, I think he'd kind of had his run. I think he probably has just that one run, and he needs to be timed out for it. I think he's 3 pounds. Yeah, he's 3 pounds above last year. And I think he'll go close. And Willie to get him there in the day without a prep run won't be much of an issue, I don't think.
Excellent, Dean.
I thought Getaway Trump, if he goes in this, is a big player. I wasn't that disappointed with him behind our dancer in the Betfair hurdle. I know Nichols Camp probably thought he was a supreme horse, and he's going to get in here off a nice mark, that's for sure. 16's Getaway Trump will do me.
Donn?
Nothing major, David. Just on Getaway Trump, he was the only horse to get into the race from the rear that day. They were all up in the van. He was ridden in behind. He did best by far of the horses that were ridden in behind. So, like the County Hurdle is probably the race for him. He's not going to win any of the Grade 1s.
Okay, so a few interesting ones there in the County Hurdle: Wonderleish, Whiskey Sour, and Getaway Trump. And don't forget Le Parisienne in the Grand Annuals.